Hey, what's up guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, and today we are playing a little American Truck Simulator. Yeah, we're back. And today we are going to be doing a little oversized load hauling. There's a mod came out recently. I don't know whether it came out this week or a couple of days ago, but it came on my radar over the weekend. It is called Oversized Trailers USA. And it features a flatbed trailer with a whole lot of different cargo for it, maybe 8 to 12 loads in the pack that are pretty nice. It gives you the ability to have some really nice oversized, not wide loads as much as just heavy loads and maybe big, tall loads on there. So anyways, that's what we're going to be checking out today and hauling. And just have a little bit of fun. We're going from Yuma to Oakland, California, and the load we have is in front of us. It's going to be some jet engines, basically 747 parts is what we're going to be hauling today with our Peterbilt 389. By the way, those of you who might have seen in the mirrors, there is a new paint job on the 389. Yeah, it took a little bit of time to jump into Photoshop. I got plenty of time to mess around with it, so I jumped in there and tweaked it a little bit for the 389, and so yeah, we got our paint job back. It's kind of nice, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But anyways, let's look at our load that we've got today. Boeing 747 parts, 92,594 pounds from Yuma to Oakland, California. It's sort of an urgent job, which is going to be a challenge for us to get there because we're hauling 94,000 pounds with a little truck. Most of you guys know I downsized my truck from an 18-speed to a 13-speed, and then I cranked the engine back down to a 455 just because I was tired of the big engine and the 18-speed, and it just didn't, I don't know, it was, you know, of course I made this comment, oh, there's no loads in this game that are heavy enough to really justify this kind of truck. And then, you know, somebody puts out an oversized load truck. You know. Anyways, you got different color. If in the trailer customization, you can pick the trailer color that you want. We're gonna do red since you know, we're a red truck. Yeah, and we'll accept that job, and we will go get everything hooked up, and we will get going. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the run today. It is nice to be back doing a little ATS. I know it's I've been messing around with it on the side, trying to get comfortable driving it. I've still got another, I don't know, 3 weeks before I'm supposed to be putting pressure on my foot. So in the meantime, I'm using I've modified my joystick to be a button on my shift knob. I had an extra joystick and I tore it apart, and I soldered a push button onto one of the connections in it, and that way I could have a clutch. Anyways, so it's taking a little bit getting used to, but I feel all right, so I think I can do the job. So anyways, let's get back under this trailer. I might have gone a little bit too far here. See if it corrects back. Nope, I actually got it right. Alright, so let's trailer up on that, and we'll take a look at the load that we've got here. So this particular trailer has about, like I said, 8 to 12 loads. I've seen everything from like a rail car that is a chemical rail car to a flatbed rail car on the trailer. There's a diner. They've taken the in-game diner and put it on the trailer, as well as some mobile housing, like prefab housing, a trailer, and what else did I see? Helicopter, different stuff. So anyways, now the art's a little crude. You can see that the edges are a little square, a little straight, a little polygonish, but I'm not going to critique the art so much as I just want to make sure the trailer looks good, the trailer haul's good, and we don't have any real issues with it. Brake lights work. Yep. So I'm happy with all that. See, there's the prefab house there, the old mobile home. There's it going out. So anyways, that's the load we're going to haul today. Let's do the old tug test here real quick. Make sure everything's hooked up good. There we go. Yep. There goes that load headed out. And we're headed right behind him. Oh, by the way, the truck, too, before we get headed out, there's a mod I'm running as well on this particular pack now. It's called the SCS Extra Parts mod, and basically it's extra parts for the 389. And you can tell one of the things, I've got the turbo wing on top of the truck. If we jump into the truck dealership real quick, just so I can showcase this guy for you guys. We'll buy online. We'll go in here, custom configuration, and put the cab on here so you can see how you do this. But anyways, if you get the SCS Extra Parts mod, and I got it off of ATS, ATS mods.lt is where I got it from. But it gives you some different options here. You can come onto the front. First is the bumper. You get a whole lot more bumpers that you can choose from. Plus you get, like, you know, all kinds of light configurations with them. You can get the poles on the sides of it. There's a really nice heavy duty bumper here on the front that's got the step loops. So when you're opening up your hood, you can step on that and pull it down. But all of that is on here. That gives you just new customizations for that. Next is the grill. You got a whole lot more grill combinations that you can put. Plus you got all the lights and everything on here. That's nice for you to have. As we come back towards the rest of the cab, up here on the top where the horns are, you have horn adapter and horn adapter with the turbo wing, which basically all he did was he took the adapter slots for putting in a horn and he added the turbo wing to that. So that is a nice option that you have. Back on the back, you can put mud guards. You can put double fenders on so that you actually have those. I don't understand why that wasn't part of the original mod or the original truck. It would be nice if you could paint these, but they're only in chrome, which is sort of a bummer because I'd like to keep the paint scheme going all the way from the front to the bumper, but that didn't happen. So, so you got that chrome option on there for that. You can also do a half fender as well. And then the last thing that you've got is the pipes. We hit the exhaust pipes. You've still got the same 3 exhaust pipes that you had from the beginning: straight stack 1, and then plain. The only difference is with the stacks here. If you come down here, you'll see headache rack, logger rack, and toolbox. If you have the plain stack with the headache rack, that's what you get on the back here. The logger rack is here, and that is the toolbox. And then basically you have that variation 3 more times because you have it for the plain stack. You have it for the plain stack with the heat shroud on it. And then you have the same thing with the exclusive, where you've got the option to have the headache rack, logger rack, or toolbox. And then you've got your standard exhaust as well with the little flip on the top of it, or you can have the straight pipes. But anyway, so it gives you a couple more options for exhaust pipes, as well as it gives you the option to put your headache racks on the back of it. So nice little mod pack. If you've been missing those little extra pieces of flair for your stock 389, you might want to check that out. It is the SES Extra Parts mod, and that is available. Like I said, I got it on atsmods.lt. It may be a few other places as well, but anyways, so the truck is repainted as well. While we're in here looking, I'll just show you a couple of problems I had with it. The edge right here doesn't really mesh up right. I've still got a little bit of massaging to do. Let's see if I can look from here and show you guys. See how it swoops down right next to the exhaust pipe and then kind of goes flat? I got to work on that. Basically, the problem is this truck paints up in 4 different sections. You've got the cab, which is everything in front of the exhaust pipe. We'll consider the cab, the sleeper behind it, right? So the side of it where the door is, that is a piece that has to be painted. Then there is the back part of the cab has to be painted. there's the side of the sleeper where the big A is, and then the front of the sleeper as well has to be painted. So there's 4 different pieces right there that to carry that transformation all the way from the front to the back, you have to paint all 4 pieces. And the problem is the 4 pieces are laid out all in different places on the template, and they're not all at the same scale, so it doesn't really it's kind of hard to do. But anyways, I did my best I could. I still need to mess with that transition on the front of the sleeper, and once I get that done, I think it'll be a pretty good looking thing. And then in the back, I haven't really figured out what I want to do with the back artwork, because it's a little, it doesn't work as well as it did with the Viper 2 389, because you have much more surface area to work with. SCS has got all the, you know, air pipes and everything back there, and it just doesn't work as well. But anyways, so we do have the paint job back, so I'm kind of happy to have something a little bit different. All right, so we'll roll on out here. I'm going to leave the flashers on just so I can get out of the yard here and traffic not get right on me, because this is a decent sized trailer to be coming out of there with, and I don't want to get run over by the AI. All right. Yeah, we'll get rolling. Swing out a little bit so I don't curb it. All right, so we'll make our way up to the interstate and we will get rolling today. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. I'm certainly happy to be driving again and giving it a shot. I've missed my ATS a little bit. I actually yesterday was going to try to drive a little ETS with some folks, but my game had other ideas. I don't know what's going on with my copy of Euro Truck, but I have 3 different profiles and none of them will load. Well, they'll load up, but what I have a problem with is I get into the truck, and about 10 seconds after I get into the truck, the game decides to crash. Yeah, right. And it is baffling me as to why that is happening, as I don't know. I tried everything yesterday. I worked for almost 2 hours yesterday trying to get it to work, and it just wouldn't happen for me. It just, no matter what I did, I took all the mods out, I did this, did that, I verified the integrity of the game. I did everything I could think of, you know, aside from uninstalling the game and putting the game back in. I even ran it in test mode, see if that was you know, an issue, and it just, I don't know what's going on. I get into the game, and did y'all see that off in the distance? There was a truck just flew through the air and landed over there just about to my 1 o'clock. That was bizarre. It's a bus. See the bus sitting over there on the side of the hill? That is hilarious. That is funny. I've never seen anything like that before. Guess it just didn't render in right. Alright. Well, let's see if we can take this load today without getting run over too much. There's another oversized load there. That's logs on there. Interesting. Guess they turned that turn signal off. No wonder the AI ignores my turn signals. I just leave them on too much, and they're like, well, he's the boy who cried wolf. Anyways, I guess today, later on, after I get this recorded and got a little bit of time, I guess I'll uninstall ETS, reinstall it, and see if that solves my problem. I hate to lose, I really don't want to lose my profiles, especially my master profile, because I've got so many hours in it that, so many, you know, I think I've got just about every garage opened up. And tons of workers, tons of trucks, and I just absolutely hate to lose that account. But is what it is, you know. If it's corrupt, it's corrupt. It was working fine around Christmas time and even back in February. So I don't know what would have gone wrong, other than maybe this last update, something in there just didn't go right. I don't know. If I had to start over, I had to start over. Would rather not, though. Anyway, so we are headed up to Oakland here. Those of you who are, you know, all about checking out my gauges and everything will notice that I've only got about half a load of fuel. But that's all right. We can stop and get some. We can stop and get a little bit of fuel. Ain't nothing but a thing. Ooh, come on now. Oh, come on. This is a problem with having one leg. Oh, come on now. Don't do this to me. Be nice. Hey, you guys let me out. Come on now. Be nice to me, traffic. Oh, that's the wrong gear. There we go. Oh, look, there's a couple of more trailer packs, or a couple more trailers out of this pack. Now I have a ton of cargo loaded into this particular game save. It's not like that's the only pack I have in here, so it's kind of funny to me how SCS, their code pretty much picks up whatever the last thing you're running, or whatever you're running, it picks it up and it puts it all in to all the different trucks. So you can see a couple of different loads over here. There's the helicopter. That is some train cars there. So we'll check those out. All right. Sorry I had to cough. Anyways, now we're fueled up and we're good to go. I don't like the new change sound. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, so you got some train car there. Like a passenger car, like a metro line. And then over here you got the helicopter. What is that? Some extra tanks for it as well. Pretty neat little cargo pack. Anyways, just a couple more loads you'll see in it. right. Get back in cab here. Should be good to go ahead and make this turn. And we'll make our way on down the road here. Take off that brake. So yeah, that's been going on. Oh, my shifting is really rough today for some reason. I think it's just frustration. I've had one of those weeks, I'll tell you. Most of you guys will notice if you follow the channel on a regular basis, I've been a little lax with videos this week. I felt like I had kind of gotten on a roll there and I was getting one out every day, but then, I don't know, this week I haven't been able to record a video to save my life. It just hasn't worked. I'll sit down and try to record something, and I give myself a window, you know, like I'm going to spend this much time trying to record today, and then the rest of the time I'm going to look at games and this and do things around the house or, you know, whatever. You know, I'm not going to spend the entire day just sitting recording videos. So I sat down earlier, you know, or this week I've sat down several times to try to record video content, farm sim, whatever, you know, train mechanic, truck sim, whatever. And it just seems like every time I sit down and have it, either somebody wants to come over to the house, the phone wants to ring, the dog wants to bark, or just something just goes completely wrong and I don't get anything recorded. You know, I did one the other day. I sat down and recorded something, and I got halfway in the middle of recording it, like 45 minutes into recording it, and the power went out. You know, because we had some really bad storms come through. And it just, I don't know, it's just, for some reason, it's been against me this week. Why is this guy driving so slow? And even you know, recording this content, I've had a couple of instances where I try to record, and like the first attempt to record this video today, I sat down and I started trying to record it, and when I did, I started heading out of Yuma and couldn't shift into fifth gear because for some reason, what is going on with these morons? Yeah, this is interesting. Anyways, I started to record this video today, and when I did, I started heading out of Yuma. I couldn't get into fifth gear because for some reason the game didn't recognize the shift knob, and my splitters didn't work. So I don't know what was going on with that. I finally got that working, situated, and started recording again, and got 15 minutes into the recording, and somebody came over for a visit. And so, I mean, we are, as you watch this, you're, you know, 15-20 minutes into the video. I'm 4 hours into trying to record this video. And so I don't know, hopefully I get it recorded. Night is falling. It's going to be a dark run for us. Oops. Turn that engine brake off. So anyways, yeah, we're headed up to Oakland. 477 miles. Big trailer, little truck. It'll be an interesting load. Oop. Don't run off the road there, Moose. Looks like there's another heavy haul behind it. I think that helicopter's actually behind us now. I do have fatigue turned on, so at some point we're gonna have to stop again and sleep. But right now we're looking pretty good. What else is going on? So I've been doing a bit of Ark lately. Took a break from 7 Days to Die to play a little bit of Ark. Hemi wiped the server and has started all over again with a vanilla version of Ark. And one of my favorite things about Ark is just the building. You know, the animal taming and all that is kind of fun, but for me, the fun in Ark, or most of these survival games, really is building. So when he wipes the server, I like to get on there and actually start a brand new character, you know, starting from the beginning, and get on there and build a whole new compound. So that's what I've been doing for the most part. You know, I try to do a little bit of farm sim or something, and when I have issues and everything, I get frustrated and I give up. I'm just like, well, no video today. That's the luxury I have in the fact that this isn't a job for me. Like some of these other guys that do YouTube stuff, they have to put out multiple videos a day in order to make a paycheck, you know? I'm not worried so much about that stuff. You know, I'm going to get the content out when I can get the content out. And when I get paid, I get paid. And when I don't get paid, I don't sweat it. But I try to get the videos out more for you guys, though, because I know a lot of you guys enjoy them, so. I always forget to turn that engine brake off. I know a lot of people run with it on a lot, but I think all those people shift with their with a clutch all the time. Since I'm floating gears, it's annoying when I go to float a gear and I hear the engine bark a little bit like that. I'll wind the engine up a little bit here because I got this incline coming up. All right. But yeah, so we started that over. We got a new thing going on the Ark server that basically is this. It's we're gonna play it for about 3 months, how it's set up right now, which is very vanilla. It's got a few mods in, I think maybe 6, 8 mods in there, and they're just things like Structures Plus to give you a better way to build, and just some small little, nothing major, you know, modifications to the game. Though we do have animals up at 750, so pretty well, a lot of things that can kill you. What else? But anyways, we're gonna play it for about 3 months on the settings that we have it, and then it's PvE right now, so you know, you don't have to worry about other people ganking you. But at the end of the 3 months period, and it will go for about 2 months, right? At the end of 2 months, we'll see how things are going. If at the end of 2 months, it's just, you know, boring, then we're gonna wipe the server and start all over again. If it's not boring and everybody still, you know, wants a little bit more time on there, then we're gonna go ahead and I gotta slow down a bit. I'm speeding, little Speedy Gonzales here. But anyways, you know, once the map starts to get kind of stagnant and boring, then we're just going to wipe it and start all over again. And next time do like Scorched Earth. And when we get to that point where it becomes time to wipe it, we're going to switch it from PvE to PvP. And then have just an all-out battle royale to where, you know, there are no alliances. Everybody is their own person. And, you know, good luck. Last man standing wins. But that's sort of the whole thing. It's like, well, you could wipe the server and start all over. What fun is that? You know, have a little bit of fun with it. Switch over to PvP, and let everybody just destroy everybody else's stuff. No hard feelings, because it's only like a 2-day thing, and we're gonna wipe the server anyway, so might as well just go ahead and have it out and have the little PvP experience, you know, as well. So but yeah, that's what we got going on the Ark server. So we've been playing with that, just hanging out. I haven't played much of anything else. I'm sort of an Ark addict. I have to be, you know, confession time. I'm an Ark addict. In that, I go through spurts though with it. Like, I'll play it really hard and heavy for a while, and then I'll get burned out because I play it so much. And I have to stop and take a little break, and then I go back to Ark. So, man, I'm getting so much better at floating gears. And I think it's, you know, just because of the fact that, you know, I'm driving one-legged most of the time. Though Cowboy seems to think that maybe they've adjusted something with the engines and transmissions to where it's easier to float gears. Maybe he's right. Maybe there's a wider amount of tolerances. It's telling me to get off up here, but I'll bet you I don't have to. Let's look at what we got going on. Yep, we don't have to. This is that route advisor trying to mess with you, make you go through town. When all you have to do is go up here through the interchange. But again, this didn't exist when the game first came out, so the route advisor still thinks you need to go this way or go through that little bit of town. Somebody was saying it calculates the shortest distance. I don't know that that's the... Maybe that is what it is. I'm not sure. All right. So we'll get her up on the double nickel here and lock in cruise control. And we'll head up to Oakland. I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to SES getting a couple more maps out so I never have to drive through California ever again. I'm so burned out on this stretch of road. It's just, I don't know. It's the speed limit. It has nothing more to do than the speed limit. The whole, you know, 55 mile an hour speed limit through California is just, it just drives me nuts. Yeah, if I never have to drive up to 5 again in this game, I won't hate it. Though I will say the rescale has made it much more enjoyable. I mean, the rescale was worth waiting for. They really did so many good improvements to the game as far as that. There's still other things I wish they had fixed, like the rest areas. I wish they had fixed them to where when you went into one, it was pull-throughs and not pull-ins, but put some proper truck stops in. I mean, they're getting feedback from people telling them that that's not really what a truck stop looks like. Put a few proper truck stops in. Fix all this stuff. Semis don't get fuel at your local gas station. They just don't do it. Alright, back down a little bit. So far we're doing alright with this load. The truck's been able to handle it. I do foresee though some of the hills ahead knocking us down into the basement though. Yeah, let's change lanes, get over in the right hand lane, though I am a little leery of it. Oh, steep grade ahead. Let's get over in the truck lane, because we are definitely going to get killed on this hill. Oh yeah. As I was saying, we're gonna bog down. Now I'm gonna turn my flashers on because I should, but it's gonna mess traffic up around me, and I almost don't want to run with them on, but oh, come on, 8. I don't know what's going on with the game. After a couple of patches recently, when you go to, like, I'm hitting for the number 8 challenge there, and it doesn't want to let me do it. Then we top out and then we go right back down. That was fun. Runoff. I wasn't coming up that hill fast enough to need a runoff ramp. It is nice though they've got it modded into the game. Alright, set up our cruise control again. Roll on, we gotta get out of this lane. Come on, traffic. Mr. Motorcycle, look at my turn signal. Slow car. Oh, this is, well, oh, never mind, I'm getting over. Oh, I thought that was gonna be bad. Bad as I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the lane was in it. I was like, oh, well, this isn't going to be good. made that mistake before, though. I've gotten hung out. I guess I'm a little gun shy from it because I've made that mistake of being out in that lane, getting hung out to dry, and not being able to get over. Fortunately, I needed to get on the 5. I should have looked at my route a little bit better. I don't ever think to do that. It's funny when I do like flight sim stuff, I like check, double check, triple check, quadruple check my route, where I'm going, all my frequencies and everything else like that. I mean, I just plan. I get in here and I play this and I'm just like, take the load and go. I'll just follow the little red line. I don't even think to look at the route and see that route advisor's got me going to the right place and all that other stuff. I really should get better about that. And I mean, like back in the day where you're playing ETS2, you had to, because ETS2 would put you on some terrible roads, and it, you know, where you could stay on the Autobahn the majority of the time, it would take you off on some back 2-lane road when you're trying to do a rush job that frankly you should have stayed on the interstate the entire time for. So I kind of was in the habit of it then, and lately I don't do it as much with this game. All right, backside of Bakersfield. And we're making our way. We've got, what, 213 miles left to go. 5 hours, 32 minutes to get there. And at some point we need to sleep. We do have a way station coming up ahead, which will be interesting to see if we get called into it. And at some point we probably should think about taking a little respite. Look at our jobs, how many hours we got left to do. We got 16 hours to get it done. And we got 4 hours till our next rest. Probably stop at this gas station up ahead and take a little rest there. And that'll get us to where we can conclude this journey. Which, if everything goes right, we should be able to get all this done within an hour. And hopefully it's somewhat of an interesting video for you guys. So, do I get called in? I do in fact get called in. I like that. I like they added that in. That just adds that little bit more realism into the game. Pull up here. Boom. Press the inspection. 139,455 pounds is what we got going on. Let's get it back in motion and get out of here. Alright, so we're going to go up to the fuel station here. And then we'll pull right back off. get a little respite, and then we'll head on and do the rest of our journey. We're fine on fuel, so we don't need to top off the tanks. We're just gonna pull in, do a little snoozer. And then we'll be able to go. And hopefully we can get this load delivered in daylight. That'd be nice. Let's see, another load of jet engines. And what is this one here? This is the flatbed train car or wagon. There we go. All right, brake set, lights off, engine off. Good night. Hope you guys slept well. I sure did. Anyways, let's get going. Fire the engine up. Got a cup of coffee. Yep. Now it's time to get out of here. I always hate doing this, backing this load out of here. So silly. I just feel like some, little car's gonna come running through here and ram into the back of you while you're trying to back it out. So. Okay. Doesn't want to go forward. Why does it not want to shift gears all of a sudden? Oh, that's why. Can't really roll it out in 5th gear, can you? I thought I was in low. I was like, why is it not moving? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Alright, back on the interstate we roll. So we got 168 miles to go. Eating a few teeth there. Oh, it's a good looking truck. I like that truck. Alright, quit messing around. Let's get back to driving. I'm just asking for a wreck anytime I get outside and drive like that. And and we'll set cruise control in so we don't get a ticket going by the popo here. All right. Not too much further. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you smack that like button and leave a comment down below. And let me know if you want me to do some more ATS. I enjoy it. I you know, I need to get back in the habit of doing a video a week on it. And but I don't know. You know, just talking to other people, a lot of people tell me they're just burned out on the game just because there is no additional content as far as maps and stuff. And you know, they're just kind of and I don't do that much, you know, different than just doing the runs. So I don't know. I don't know if people have lost interest in ATS or not. I'm sure there'll be a renewed interest when New Mexico comes out. But I don't know. I'll try to mix it up, you know, do a little ATS, ETS, if I ever get ATS running again. I enjoy it. It's nice to just do. What I don't enjoy is hours of combing through mod sites to try to find decent mods. That's just, you know, that's my thing. I enjoy the games. I hate having to rely on mods to make the game better. I know mods do make the games, you know, more realistic and they're great and everything, and I enjoy that part of it. But there is some things to be said for just getting in and driving and not having to worry about spending 2-3 hours combing through sites to find decent mods, you know, and weeding through all the bad mods as well. You know, that's the downside to mods, is you find good mods and then you find junky mods as well, and you get one mod that's bad that breaks your profile and then you got to start all over again. And I'm sort of over those things. You know, I enjoy playing the game and building up a company and, you know, seeing how much money you can generate and everything without cheater mods and all that other stuff. I better slow up here before I get a speeding ticket. Don't want that to happen. All right. Oops. Sorry there, Chuck. I swayed just a little bit. Hour and 51 minutes. We're not far now. Let's go to our map, see where we're going. It's still continuing up to 5. But anyways, yeah, make sure you comment down in the section below if you're enjoying this stuff. And when you comment, one thing that I've been getting a lot of lately, I've been getting a lot of comments where people say, I agree. Or, that's not right. What? what's not right. So when you engage in the conversation with us in comments below, you know, if you want to comment on a certain situation or something I said or whatever, make sure you let me know what I said, so that I actually understand where your comment's coming from. I get all these, you know, like I said, I get some comments that are real vague. Can't believe you did that. Well, what? It's an hour-long video. I do a lot of things in an hour-long video. So, you know, maybe reiterate something that, you know, along, you know, I totally agree with your stance on this. Or, I think you're wrong. The last time I checked, that didn't happen. You give me a little more information, a little more substance to the comment. It always cracks me up when I get those little one-worders. Nope. You're like, huh? What's that all about? But the comments have been flowing, so I appreciate it. If I haven't answered, I try to answer most of the comments. Sometimes I slack, I get a little behind on them or whatever, because, you know, I got a life. Plus, I got a little bit of a life. You know, plus, I'm trying to, you know, do the gaming thing and record videos and all that other stuff. So, every minute of the day isn't spent looking at comments, waiting to respond to the next one. And so I don't respond to every single one. I try to get to most of them. The ones that are just out there that don't leave any, that are just vague or don't really pertain to the game at hand, I sort of ignore those. Like, there's this one guy beating me up over playing a particular game that as nice as I've been, hey, look, I've looked into that game. Right now it's not available for me to play. So, you know, when it does come available for me to play, I'll give it a shot, check it out, and we'll give it a run. But, you know, the developers don't have a playable version yet that they want people to play. And as much as I've told him that, he just continues to go, you need to go here, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, hey man, seriously, I've talked to the developers, I've had conversations with them. All right, hopefully I get out here and don't get run over. I was rolling back down that hill, and I was more concerned with how am I going to get off this hillside here than whether I could get out in traffic or not. So we are headed down to the docks here in Oakland to drop off our load. We'll see what parking spot we get here. You know what? I'm going left. Oh, seriously, car? There, it finally shifted. I guess there's a reason it always tells you to take a right-hand turn back there. Because if you take the left-hand turn, the car's going to drive right up next to you and you're going to take the front end off of it. Cops looking for me. Hit and run! All right, boys, where y'all want this? Oh, looks like I got the easy spot. Or do they consider that a hard spot? I don't know. To me, it's kind of easy. There's another one of the heavy haul or oversized loads right there. That's the construction materials one. This looks like a whole lot of pipe. This is such an easy one for me. Except for the fact that I just stalled her out. You're probably not able to do this in most freight yards. Probably a bit more congested and a little bit more difficult to do this type of maneuver. But here, it's nice and open and you can pretty much do everything. I probably should do a better job of like trying to be more realistic and pulling these trucks in, but all right, let me turn that engine brake off and we'll watch over in this mirror over here to see where we're backing into that spot. And we'll get her loaded in here. Easy, easy, easy parking job. I need to download the latest version of MHA Pro too. I don't have it yet. I haven't gotten it since the update. But I will get that. I know it is updated. I just haven't taken the time to download it. I will get that before our next video. And there we go. All right, take a look at what we did. How are we? We're a little crooked, but I'll take it. I'll take it to the bank. And there we go. Delivery done. 574 miles. And we get paid. Got the urgent bonus. All that good stuff. All right. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will do another one very soon. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. As always, like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Feel free to share it with your friends if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. And if you want to support the channel and don't want to spend any money out of your own pocket, make sure you visit my Gawkbox page. The link is down below in the description. There you can watch a little video and give me a sponsored tip just by watching the video. So anyways, thanks for your time today. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe. Have a great day. Bye-bye.